Hello. Let's see. Does YouTube understand that I'm live right now? Yes, it does. How do I get the chat details? Every time I have to update this. And then sometimes it changes in the middle of the episode. See, can I get like a permanent live chat URL? I wonder if that's possible. You have a go live button here. Doesn't really do anything. Just pop out this chat, get a URL, and then we just don't close that. Maybe that'll work. It's the same URL, so it's promising at least. Refresh. Select. Alright, cool. Then we don't close that, and I'll keep it over here. Hopefully I'll notice it a little better. So I fixed some bugs on the why is this still on point? Oh, there we go. Fixed some bugs on the Rework mod again, or at least, well, I improved the performance of the AI factions, because I noticed like this guy in the back who I was worried about, he was ranking up and down back to Prontix over and over again, which really prevents him from having a good army and a strong economy. I changed the amount of workforce they get, so they should build a lot more buildings in their capital region specifically. So the workforce calculation is based off of a huge amount of waste in these regions. So I figure like a woodcutter is a level 1 woodcutter is 40 people worth of output on the woodcutting building, but it costs 5 workforce, and every workforce means that you have a little over 20 population. And the idea there is that 20 people, 10 of them can do the work to keep 20 of them alive, and then the other 10 can do work that you want, and then 20% of that is just the logistics. So you get 100 people, 50 of them work to keep the other 50 alive and themselves, and then 40 people do the work that you want them to do, and then 10 people make sure everything, you know, gets into the annual taxes. But yeah, for their capitals, that doesn't really make sense. Like, we have a... we're in charge of that, because we have to pay these pops inside the capital. We have to pay them food and clothing and furniture and such. And in region, you don't really have that. You just build these loyalty buildings and you're fine. But for the AI, that doesn't actually count, because they do consume resources, and it is like the preferred foods and furnitures and everything of the people living in their capital. So these people. So based on these numbers, they have consumptions, and then the higher level they are, the more they consume. So they are, you know, paying the double whammy. They have to pay the resources, and then also have to pay half their population working to keep the other half alive. So I've just doubled their workforce in their capitals, and now they, you know, they're just paying resources instead of with population. Just like we are in the capital, and unlike how regions work, because you don't need to feed these people. I noticed something was off with my loyalty everywhere. I guess I'm building workers guilds. That increases population everywhere a little bit. I'm starting to get more and more unhappy with that mechanic, actually. It's, I think it was a fun idea, but this is just annoying. Going everywhere, lowering taxes by 1 pip. I guess that just makes you want to do it more or less. Like you want to upgrade everything everywhere all in one go, instead of continuously going back and upgrading old places. Let's see, what can we cut off? This is a good. This is just a good area. Let's pick that up. What about this one? Not so great. That one, not bordering me. Yeah, let's just keep it at that. We'll grab this one, and then we'll have this free land basically reserved for us. And if we want, we can maybe give Starless to this vassal. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can just conquer territory for this vassal, make him strong, and then see if that will reduce the rivalry. Let's go. Alright, time to think. What was I doing? I think I want fulfillment, as usual. It's like we're decent, we're not in like a troublesome position. But I think if we get 100 more people, we should rank up, right? Is that true? Yes, 100 more people, and then we get 8 noble promotions. I think that is the point at which I pop the organization 2 tech. How is our education level looking? 30%. It's not great. Probably start a breeding program for humans. I think that's a good idea. What else do we want? We need a bunch of housing. We have a whole lot of homeless humans. See where they are. This center core over here. Upgrade a lot of these buildings. We're short on furniture. Did we already build an extra carpenter? We have a bunch of this one. Okay, that makes sense. We already built an extra carpenter over here, and it's still not enough furniture. How is our imports doing for furniture? It looks like we don't have enough money to import stuff. We're not really exporting fish. Or maybe we will be. How much is fish worth? Quite a bit, actually. Maybe getting a little bit more fish would be good. Why do I have so much workforce here? That should be about 75. 94, okay. And then we get more. Yep, okay. Let's get a little bit of extra fish. Maybe that much. And I I think we also made a storage room somewhere straight up for mushrooms. Probably the easiest way to find that is through here. So we have, and then an import depot. Okay. I guess we're also buying mushrooms, yeah. We just grow more. Alright, we're growing all the mushrooms we can. Let's see, what else do I want for fulfillment? What's left, really? Can go around upgrading stuff. Not really too keen on that. Tombs? Tombs could be a really good one, right? Tombs are an amazing source. Tombs are 2 points fulfillment. I think they just cost gems and cutstone. Let's get tombs. Unlock tombs, and now we can build the crypt. Let's make these kind of big. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Like that. Then we just put in more graves. Oh man, I hate that. I guess that's really our best bet. And we can put statues up like that. And like that. There we go. We can put graves over here. And then again over there. Let's see how we do for statues on that. Alright, let's center here as well. And then we fill this up. No, we don't. We'll need more graves. Have enough respect. Where do we put him? I'm already there. Okay. I do this instead. Fit in a few more graves. And then I can put them like so. Add these back. Put these on the corners. Put these in. Don't want that one. That's 16%. That would have been 18%. Let's see, is there anything else I can do? Guess I could mess this up. If I put fewer graves in there. Then I can put bigger statues here. 1, 2. One and 2. I think that's good. Let's get that built. And we had homelessness where? Around this area. Let's see, we just built a new center over here. Let's get an extra carpenter in over there. Oh, hello, Danny. Oh, thanks for hope you enjoy. I think it's a fun mod. Hello, Entries, Rays, sus amigos. Amigos. Hello. Donnie, you still in here? I don't have enough. Where is my asylums? I'm already at 6. I just need more. Okay. Right? Because I have 1, 2, 3. And then 2 big hospitals, yeah. Get an extra asylum in. And probably need to surround that with housing at this point. Oh. Okay, pop this back in. Oh, I can just refresh this. Okay, that's cool. I have to remove all the timber. Um, woodcutters in region. Turn every Dondorian except him will disrupt the region for a while. Lower taxes. What region? Going on there. Taxes minus 50%. Basically everything minus 50%. This it? Nope. Do I have to check every single one to see if it's getting multiplied? I already checked this one. In region. I guess that tooltip wasn't really lying. This affects 0 regions. Anyway, let's max that out, and we can fit in 68 people in that. Currently, how much burial space do we have? 90. So let's get one more. And then we'll probably be good on the other side of town. Yeah, I think over here is fine. And then we also need to surround this thing with roads. Still don't have the furniture. Okay, no more homelessness. Good. Let's see how harvests are doing. Let's get like 2 harvests in this area. Get around in. Hey, we're exporting fish. Right, that reminds me. Oh, look, he's already expanding on his own. We'll occupy this, and then we will gift you this region. Starless. Here you are. Now he really likes me. Generosity 5. That's good. Can we give this guy some generosity? Probably. That guy too. Can't see this guy's army. Oh, it's over there. It's 0. Yeah, but it tracks. See, he is back up to Apprentice. Which one is the Rania? He's an Emerator. He's an Emerator too. Let's go get a region for him as well. And this one we'll grab for ourselves. Genocide the people. Let's keep that army over here actually for a little while. See what he does here. Fight pit level 3, yeah. Should be good to build the workers' guilds. Now I gotta check loyalty everywhere. Okay, good. So I think I have a well in every region. If I replace that well with the health thing, this one, rural health, then I'll basically have a well in every region, and then I can destroy 14 wells. Selling metal to a Marion? Probably doesn't have any money. No, it's deep into the red. They all are. I guess they'll be focused on producing money, getting banks. Yes. Right, we need more mushrooms. Many as we can get. Just the one then, I guess. What's this doing? 3 days. Nice, these are fully trained. Not fully equipped though. We're short on katas. And that should, yep, that gives us crits. Very happy about that. How are we doing for leather? 71. What about this section? That's 28 leather. This is 40 leather. Let's get that one. And I think, yeah, we had irrigation here. Let's get an extra orc pasture. Then we should stay good on that. Let's see. Internal storehouse is full. Production is stalled. We have too many leather armors. I guess that's true. In that case, I want more shields. How are we doing for metal? 36. How much to make those focadas? 19. Let's get rid of this leather armor tailor. And then we'll build this there instead. And how are we doing on coal? About 1,000 a day. also about what we're getting. Can we get an extra coal mine up here? Guess those egg mixing. Let's carry on with that. Should be good on eggs, but let's make an export depot for them as well. Same as the fish. Let's put it over here with an export depot next to it. And then I probably want to do the same for meats. This was going to be egg, and this was going to be meat. Set this up to be meat. There we go. We're good on fulfillment again. Let's see, we can get 15 Andorians. Now we can probably get like... We can get 250 extra humans, I think. 2850. There we go. That's Dendorian, right? Never quite sure. And then let's get this tech out. And that tech. And then first things first, let's go over, replace the well everywhere. Okay, good. All these other places don't need a well. We've saved 5 workforce in 4 places. Let's say that's excellent. Can we do the same thing with the police? Need 14 extra points. What was my target at? It's like 150. We can probably get a little more. Let's also create 4 new squads. I want people training, please. What's my next target? 4,500. Okay. Police. I think there's a much higher limit on the police, though. How many can we get? 20. That's excellent. Let's just build it in as many places as possible. And then see what we can do with our taxes. Remove tax buildings everywhere as well, please. That works. Very nice. Let's remove all the loyalty. And we still have more to go. That's great. Yeah, I love maxing out the taxes. There we go. Let's move him out of the way so I can properly tell what this region is going to be. Go. I did build an asylum. Just need another one. How far do food days go? It's in a few more days. If I just get extra storage over here, and then I'll put extra exports over there. This one shouldn't do clothing anymore, right? Doesn't. I do that. And then I get rid of this. Then I'll have extra space over there for activities. There we go. What's our ration capacity anyway? We can double our army. do we have 600 humans with 300 endurance? Yes, we do. Let's get the human template up. Red shields. 1, 2, 3. Other army. Oh. Right. There we go, and then we go to Endorians, horses, and flances. And you're the purple kill mark. There we go. We'll move him back. Put another one, and then we move him back. What is our conscript? We still have 100 Endorians, but I think that's fine. How are we for clothing? Supply is going to go double, so we need a bit more clothing. That'll be a quarter. It's probably good. Let's get an extra clothing thing over here. This thing is probably not at capacity. I'm gonna grab from that one as well. How are we doing for cloth? Not great. This one is maxed out. This one just needs even more cloth. How are we gonna give it to him? Could put another weaver down over here. Or just off to the side here. Really, I want a size 3 weaver, I think, at this point. Let's move all of this over here. There we go. Grab and grab. Then we get rid of that. And Lago has collapsed. Oh, that was this tiny dude. He lost these 2 territories, I guess. No, not even. It was just this one. Let's go give it back to him. Don't want to do that. Alright, I was doing this. Occupy. Offer Daniel Lake. Accept. That's his rivalry gone. Now there's just... Oh, he removed it all on his own. He has a lot of opinion of me. What is that? Joint wars? Generosity? I guess I did give him 400k at some point. And I'm not making them pay tribute, so he likes that. Okay. Let's move this army up and get that one. We'll give that to him as well. This is a human Prontix. We want to probably nurture him more than ourselves. Use him as a shield against this guy, hopefully. Who's getting up there in troops. And in the meantime, I want to expand this thing. Please include these walls. And I think we're going to include all of these. We're just going to redesign the whole thing, basically. Let's see, we want storage to be over here. I don't think we want max size storage. Oh, I think we do actually. And a door. That's important. And then we have this door. That's fine. Not really married to these doors. Let's get looms in. Surround the edges first. I think here's a good exit, yeah. Okay. Put support in. Oh, I forgot to put looms down here. Doors that I've got so far. There we go. What can we really do with this space, though? We can't really do that. Oh, we can do that in these middle areas, actually. That's pretty cute. And then I can still have biggers on the side. What am I going to do over here? Probably the same thing. Let's think about that. If he has a clear shot like that, I think this is fine. Let's do that. We can put more in over there. Flip these around. Let's try and fill out a little more area. Let's see how it works. Man, that sucks that we don't have this one to play with. Those ones intentional. So we want to maintain that route. Then probably that route. And then we can put auxiliary looms in the back of these. Not here though. That's kind of bad. Let's see, what if we do that? I think that's fine. More percent for loans. Need 1% for loans. I'm gonna block all that off. Do I want to do that? No, I don't think so. Let's see, I think that was about 74. Does this allow me to get an extra loom here? No, not really. Wish I could do that. 3 more percent. I think that's probably good. And some more housing. Put our hearth over here. And then we can max that out. Let's see, how much cloth do we need for other stuff? About 100. So let's try and use 400 cloth a day. Well, less than that. Look at this guy's job, moving it over here. Probably moving it over here. Like, his job is to reduce the travel time of 14 steps. There we go. I guess it does help. Good. Dying of cold. Yeah. Kind of feeling temples. I think fine speech is good, right? Didn't have that many speakers, I think. Got 5 speakers. For 99% access. I'm not quite gonna double this. I'm stuck at 0.7. Bench access is actually really good. I think the speaker is gonna be better than the bench upgrade. And that's probably gonna be better than road upgrades. My coverage is actually really great. 6% statue. Pretty happy with that. We're barely even trying. They're good on drinks though, right? 600 should be enough for 3,000 people. I have more people than that. Let's get another brewer right next to the tavern. Minerals are going to be cheaper for some time. What does that mean? Minerals are going to be cheaper for some time. Nothing happens. Occupy. Occupy. And then we will offer him Gehuld and Bonak. And then I'm asking to be my colleague. Can I get... oh, he has so little money. Yes, give me all of your goods. I want your slaves, actually. Don't want that. Anything I use, I'll take. And then we don't get quite as much opinion. I thought it was just rounded up. Can I get more money? Yes, I can. Okay, we'll take that. And then we have this guy who hits shit out of us because of kin treatment. Of course. Now we can finally have a diplomatic relation with them. Unsurprisingly, he doesn't sell leather armors. By the way, if people ask why are the mercenaries so expensive? Like, this is 600 focadas. So if you get a merc comp with 120 people, and all of them have 5 swords, that's that price. That's only the weapons. And then you have to pay for shields. And then probably armor, which isn't even on the market. And then the food that they that it takes them to live up to that age and take that training. And then they also want like a running cost of their daily rations times a factor, whatever. But yeah, that racks up really quickly. I think at this point we should have a little bit more normal. We can like 800k for 33 archery training, 165. I think that's a reasonable price. 1 million for 15 dudes, probably a little expensive. 1.25. This is probably a little cheap for 93% Malay training. Anyway, let's get out of there. Get out of there. You better not be hitting me with the trespass. Nope, he's not doing that. Yeah, he really likes me. That's good. We're still amazing on grain. And with this, we can probably go up to 4,500 people, which is our goal, right? Yes. And we need to get started making paper. It's a good thing I have this one, but I'm gonna need a bigger one for paper. Start working on an administrative area. I think if we build... let's build the carpenter's warehouse. Make a copy of that. We'll build that right over there. we go. And that'll be the size of our paper maker. We'll put 2 doors in like that. Probably want the storage quite large. I don't really have a center, of course, so that kind of sucks immediately. But I think I'm happy with that. 2 doors here. And I want 3 walks from that area. Not too happy about that one. Okay. That's 4. There we go. Nope, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What about this though? Yeah, that execute, I guess, sure. 3 and 4. Alright. Push it in. And over here I have the same dumb decision to make. What if I do this instead? I think I like that a lot more than whatever this is. Maybe that can work. Let's fit in some extra auxiliaries. Wherever they fit, basically. It's fine to block that off. We are way over 100%. There we go. We'll put another workbench over here. Yes. Can we fit the auxiliaries for it? Also, yes. Now we can put another workbench in over here, even. Can we put one over there? Yes, we can. Sweet. Have a lot more auxiliary stations over here. That is great. Probably get rid of this as well. Put a workbench in there. And there. And then we need a little bit of extra auxiliary. I think that's good. Yeah. And we got all the paper over here. And then we make this exact piece of road on this end. Remove all that. And that'll be our admin building. And then we will add an extra block. Services. On the other end of that. Let's put a bathhouse as well. We're getting up there in the we need a lot of timber though. Start chopping down some forests. Let's see, do I have a windmill over here? No, but I would like one. Let's see, what's more efficient? Give me 1.5 Lindendorian, so 0.3 per 0.2. So it's better to downgrade this one, upgrade this one more time. Okay, that's Fat Ass City. Let's see, is this my biggest city after that? Allies, pretty much. I think this is their game for expansion. Oh, I need a little bit more health. That sucks. Let's see, this one also pretty amazing. Let's get that in. Army here, don't really need to worry. Loyalty too much. Hey, title unlocked. We have this one again. Can I have this with humans already? Does that immediately take effect? Yeah, it looks like it does. That's nice. Let's move this army out so I know what I'm dealing with. Probably that, yeah. Minimum tax rate. And then over here I want a windmill. And then first things first. I want a lot of cut stone. Immediately want an extra smelter. And then I'll figure stuff out later again. For this one, let's see, I had another piece of cotton. Let's move that over here. What about herbs? I think I had another place making herbs. Right, somewhere. Over here we have a level 3 herb maker. Thought I removed this one everywhere. Let's make that level 3. That should be plenty of herbs, right? Yes, plenty of herbs. Okay, what else? Probably move some fish over here. Did I have any fish anywhere? How much fish can I get? I can get up to like 5 fish. Let's free up this fish, and then find fishing anywhere else. Fishing over here. Let's leave that. What else can I pull here? So I gotta put one more grain farm out of business somewhere. One level of Aurochs. No cotton, no herbs. Oh, extra herbs. Oh, that's a different region that does the same thing. And then we could probably max out the eggs. And we'll do the same thing over here. Max out the eggs. How am I doing on eggs? Plus 500. Mushrooms, still running negative. I should be buying mushrooms at this point, right? Am I buying them? Storage inbound, 1k. Yes, I am buying them. Okay, so I'm actually trading a fair bit with these people. What am I selling them? Vegetables? That's gotta be someone else's. Yeah, they're selling me mushrooms. I'm selling them 8 meat. Yeah, they're selling me tons of mushrooms. That's amazing. And I think my vassals are actually trading with this guy. So that should be really good for him. I think. See how these guys are doing. Amarir, Romtix. Alright, this is my vassal. So yeah, all 3 of them are Amarirs. Seem to be making stuff, I guess. Give me your other armors. Not really making a lot. Smelter level 6, woodcutter level 1, ore mine level 1. I guess they're participating in the economy. Okay, yeah, I'm buying them a lot of mushrooms, looks like. Or is this just taxes, maybe? No, I saw a lot of carts here. Should be good. Fish and eggs should be good. Where was I importing my eggs to? I think over here, right? Put meat over there, eggs over there. Actually, a bunch of eggs. On 1.5x all these food numbers. 25% more food. Let's see. I go up to like 600 over here. Well, 700 maybe. This is almost nothing. That's about 200, so I'll be fine. Definitely short on mushrooms. And I'll be good on bread. Okay, so I'm gonna increase the access to that by a point. And then bring in 50 more Dendorians. And a little under, let me, 250, so it's gonna be 3,100. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take a little bathroom break, and I'll be right back. Hello. Rename. BRB. There we go. Is this a different URL now? Nope, still the same one. Okay, that's good. Where were we? Oh yeah, I wanted to change my import depots to be 3.6 million. Because that is the richest limit for 4,500 population, which is what I'm aiming for. I think we're good on rations. Is this just short on labor? No, we're actually lacking shields and weapons. Probably max this out. And then we can just get another massive leatherworking tailor over here. And then we can change, let's see, is this enough tools for us? Yes, it still is. Okay, let's change this one. Let's change this one to tools. We'll set that to 10. That is apparently enough. And then we'll rip all this out. Find this guy, turn that into a smithy. Switch this recipe over. How is our religion doing? That's doing great. Still good on Earths and Wells. Decent on stages, fight bit is fine. Governance good. Market decent, laboratory good, physician good. Okay. Let's go and grab the speaker upgrade. And maybe max out fine craftsmanship. Oh, let's hold off on that. Let's upgrade the speakers first. Yeah, bit of moonstone. And then we should get some extra fulfillment from that. Slowly ticking up. And I think I want to put one large storeroom, I guess. Right over there. There we go. looks good. Yeah. So I can't do this. Maybe over here. So I can definitely do these. Fill these in the middle as well. And then I can do that. Yeah. What if I put these over there? There's no bueno. What if I just move one? And then I can do this. I think I like that. Let's see, that is 15.8k storage. Right, I need doors. Maybe. So 15.8. Let's put that on the back burner. Let's see how much I can fit in this space. Hmm. 608. And if I slap it against the walls as much as possible. $6.24. Okay. Please build me that one, and hope it has an equal amount of crates. It should, since it's mirrored. And we'll do half gems, half Sithalon. And then actually we'll move this bit over here. Yeah, I guess it's good to have those paper makers, huh? Let's just fire them for now. I am at 3,500. 2,500 laborers. Okay. 198 crates. So I could put 99 on Sithalon, and then the rest on gems, because they both need an equal amount, right? Sithalon, 200%, gems, 100%. Ow! Kitty. So actually need twice as much Cithalon as I do gems. Can I... What is 2/3 of 198? Oh wow, 132. Okay. So 2, and then 66 of those. And then that should be the good ratio for my gems and Cithalon. How much are we storing here? Plenty for 4,500. So that's good. Now that I'm moving that, I want to get rid of this. Put in a ration storehouse that's massive over here. They're picking up 1,000 a day. So how big can I make these things? That's the max size. Another one over here? Probably not. I think I put a smaller one, maybe like so. I think that fits. So not store these two there. This is now priority rations. How much rations is it stored? 15,000 rations. Let's stop pulling from there. Pull from there instead. Copy that over to these two, and let's get rid of that one. And then let's put auto-employ and put like 150 people on that. And get rid of these storerooms as well. Actually, let's let them draw those out. Okay, that looks excellent. Copy that over. And then I want to take from that down to this. Get to work, guys. That looks good. Rid of that. Put an upgrade on this. And how are these doing? These be emptying out. Look at them go. Look at them go. There we go. And then we can put one more like that. I don't think I want that though. I think that is fine. You know what? I think just these two. I think that's good. I think that'll be plenty of rations. Let's rip all this out. Start 60,000 rations. What's 4,500 times 25? 90. About 110,000. So yes, I do think I'll need another one of these. Slap that down. And then actually just move this one over so it's in the center. And then we can put extra housing over here. Let's have a look at our situation. Not doing great in the middle of winter, I'll tell you that much. People die of a cold every year. How far away from the food stalls is this? Pretty far away. Let's make this entire block over here. Copy this over to there. Are they still picking up rations? Yep. Almost done though. See how our neighbor's doing. 700 army. That's quite the disappointment. Promptix Ray. All of these right now are Promptix. That's pretty good. 130. I really like them to be just a little bit more powerful. Not the vassals per se, but just the AI. Why aren't they getting up in the world? Should be almost ready with this, right? Yep. There we go, that was the last one. And then we can probably fire 130 people, 150 people. And neither of these are priority. I doubt that we ever need that many rations anywhere. Let's see if our ration makers... They don't stall, right? Do they? Workload is low? Yeah, why? Okay, because workload isn't low. Okay. That solves it. Good job, guys. Let's see, the 96 and 96. That was how many people? 150. Probably move those ration makers over to this area. Congratulates. Why wouldn't we? We are pretty low in cotton. How are we doing on restaurants, by the way? Restaurants, 93%. Let's get an extra restaurant in. Let's see, I got one over here and one over there. thinking either here or here. Or maybe a little... Here might also be good. Let's see. Check out this map. So we've got a black spot over here. A much larger black spot down here. We actually have red spots over here. And a red spot over there as well. So I think here might be the better option. Not quite as close as that. Let's go right over there. There we go. That's going on the Terrans. Unavailable pottery. Yep. Hey, it's grain day. And I think for innovation, I pretty much want the exact same setup. Let's get that set up over here. And I'll remove the libraries from that area. I'll redo that. Where did I move my science? Over here. I've got 56 laboratory workers. Let's see how this works. That's 64 already. Okay, excellent. Delay building up a little bit. How's my education doing, actually? 44%. I feel like I need a few more universities or just start a breeding program. Either one, really. Can we get the upgrade? We have 50 knowledge. Probably not. Okay. All of you are fired. Please move to the other side of town. Put these on. Oh, this guy's actually pretty busy. Okay. You're fine then. There we go. Do 200 clay per day, so I need 3,200. And let's just upgrade this. And we'll have a little more innovation coming in. So we got a third brewery. Each of these are doing like 300 a year, so I think we're over 150 a year. So we're good on breweries. I think we already increased food access to 2.5, right? Yes, we did. Still good on the necessities there, although we do need a bunch more meats. Probably good on fish. Good on bread. How busy are my bakers? Not very busy. So that's probably good. Or well, wasteful, I would say. We can probably get 300 extra humans. Let's build a few university blocks. There we go. Okay, good. Kitty needs me to empty my pockets before he sits on my lap. Oh, then I can't really fit anything in this spot. 42, I guess. And then one more over here. I was afraid of that. There we go. That should be plenty future-proofed. And then we want gem and Scythalon mines. How many Scythalon mines can we get over here? A lot. How many gem mines? A lot. That's probably way more gems than we want. Let's get about that many gem mines. Get one extra, and then remove the ones we have over here. See anywhere else where we can mine? Not really. Although we are rich in forestry and agrarian products, there's not a lot of mountain. But this one, Emeria, is probably our best spot. Oh, do you want me to go over the basics of region management? I can get a lot more mushrooms here. Is that worth it though? I do have the windmill right over here. Maybe I just want another level of smelting. Maybe no mushrooms at all. How am I doing for cutstone? I'm doing great for cutstone. That's good. That should be a lot of metal. I'm good on metal. Derek, you still here? Moving my clay mines over here might actually be... How many clay mines can you get? 3. That's grand. We can remove these. And then 1 more somewhere else. Right there. Well, we actually probably just still want extra clay. Can't have too much clay, I don't think. I want extra coal as well. Another smelter? Oh, 1 ore. How many ore are we shipping into the capital? Not enough for a smelter. Let's just get an extra mine over here. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Okay. And we need 100. When did that explode? Let's max out that. Actually, I want to dump a lot of points into tending. Specifically, our pasture tending. I just need 150 employees and then a boatload of Auroch, or a boatload of innovation. And then we should be Gucci. Just got a bunch more clay. Refiner employees. That's what I like to see. This specifically for Auroch pastures. What about these? Are these all Scythian mines and such? Yeah. Mine employees. Probably still a good tech to get though. One day. I believe I want this one. That's about 70 points. That should be enough for the upgrade. Look at that. Upgrade these leather storage rooms. We're still super low on leather. Education getting up there. See, can I move that stone mine or that coal mine somewhere else? No, not really. Blends and Talahassa. Like my top tier picks. What about Unkerd? Unkerd is pretty good actually. Let's move this over there. Keep the coal mine in. Move this to the cap. There we go. Can max that out. We're still doing great on war horses. Decent on equipment. Egg. Let's see, where can we remove egg? Can we remove egg here? Can we put down fish here? Yes. Remove fish from here. Oh, we can remove cotton from there. Add it to here. Probably want to keep that. This actually pretty good region as well. Can I max this out as well? Let's get rid of this level 4 grain farm. Build that over here. How much more leather do we need? A bunch more, probably. Let's just try to max this out. Wow, that extra growth on the humans is really fast. Look at it go. Okay. Bro is moving up in the world, I guess. Look at this one. I want to increase or upgrade all my grain storage. That's all I've got right now, right? Just these 12. Man, this... I am never gonna find if I have any place else. I think this just used to be my grain core, so anything else than that doesn't really make sense. I think we're good. We are riding the edge on carpentry. We should get another carpenter in somewhere. We've got one over here, one over there, one over there, one over there, one over here. That's shields. We don't have one over here yet, so maybe right there could work. Okay, we're good on eggs, we're good on fish, good on meat, good on leather. Probably until I upgrade these. What does that do? Oh, it's only minus like 200 or something. It's amazing. Or is it just not updated yet? Oh, it's working. How much does it yield? 200 a day, 3,200 a year. That should be enough storage for that. Should be good once the year cycles over. We get all our taxes. Why is this such a small amount? Good, we get that. We get the laboratory upgrade. Upgrade that. And then we go around checking to see who has room for education. I guess most people do. This one doesn't. We'll skip him for the time being. Most of my regions are just kind of idle. Alright, we got all 10. That's great. Let's do some science, baby. Science, yeah. Actually, we don't really need them to be efficient. Although, you know, if they're going to be standing around for a while, they may as well be. Where do I want to build this? I think just off to the sides everywhere. Not over there. We needed how many workers? 150. Let's assume each of these are 15, so let's make 10 of these. Can I? Yes, thank you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Just one extra, just in case. Are we good on clay still? Yeah, we're good on clay. Could really use a bit more clay though. Is this area okay for clay mining? No, it's really bad. What about normal mining? I guess I could do that. Man, that sucks. I guess I do need the Scythalon, and I do need the leather. Can I get bigger mushrooms? No, I cannot. Okay. Just do that. And then we still need a source of clay. Let's see. We can get clay and timber over there. So let's actually put down a windmill here. Get a bunch of clay. Let's just... let's see. This was a level 2, right? This is like 125. Going up to 700. Let's try and remove 600 clay off the map. That's about 200. Let's try and get 400 more. Let's try and get 100 more. Do I make clay anywhere else? No, I think that's it. And then let's remove 2 coal mines from places. And a stone mine. Remove this woodcutter. Place it down over here. I can remove 1 more coal mine. Oh, this is running a deficit. That's not good. I'm not gonna worry about it. They should reach equilibrium. Actually, no. I want I'm gonna be shipping my ore and my... Let's see, can I do that? And then put this in the middle? Yes, I can. I think I'm getting rid of all the metal smelters. Oh, that's probably why, right? Like this tech started getting active on the world map. Max it out immediately. And then get rid of this. How are we doing on cotton? Good. What else did we just upgrade? Bakeries, brewers, charcoalers. Yeah, we're good. Actually, let's just... just suspend that. And then I'll put it down over here. Actually, no, that's just a silly idea. Keep doing that. Good on the metal. Alright, getting rid of this. I'm gonna put a copy of that over here. And I'm gonna make another one just for coal. We don't need this much, actually. I think that'll be fine. Let's... Why am I overcomplicating this? It's coal and ore that needs shipping out to regions. There we go. Nope. Not that one. Let's get this one actually on. Wait. I do want it to be a little bit bigger. Maybe make it like a 7x7. That's good. That's a lot of taxes. Look at this coal. Ancient graveyard. Finally got that pop. Stone. There should be stone in here. What are you guys talking about? Oh, nothing is enabled. How many crates do I got? Yeah, I think that's a good ratio. Nope. I'm missing stone somewhere. Over here? Why don't I have a stone mine over here? That's wacky. Plenty of stone over here, but this guy is not underproducing. So there's really no way to tell. A few more guys on that. Very good, that should solve the stone issues. Let's see if it does. Nope, looks like they still need a tick. Get squared away. And that's probably way too many people. Guess this is now accidentally my smelting area. I guess it doesn't need... Oh, it's still being scaled down. Okay, that's good to know. This probably had been scaling down then. Probably want to remove a stone mine, increase an iron mine. And then over here, just add a stone mine. Let's see, where am I chopping wood that I can move? Or cutter over here. Move that. Oh, this is full. Okay, never mind. Well, that's a waste of 80k. Looks like about 40 ore a day. These mixed out yet? Yes, they have. So we need 11 over there. And then 37 over here. Can we get... no, this is maxed out. Remember that. Okay. And at this point, we should have 98 people. Let's do workers plus 25. And then we should have enough people to dump into this. And don't have enough innovation though. But that should be, yeah, that's a boatload of leather. You know what? I think I might be good with that. I wonder if I scale down. Can I get it back? No. Okay, well, that was a good experiment. And then we still have the tech active, right? Yes, we now have plus 1,000 leather. That's amazing. How are we doing on clay? Pretty good. What was the clay technology again? Clay mine revolution. 130 people in the clay mines. The clay pit is right over here. Let's rip all that out. One more house over here. See if I can fit 130 workers in that. Yeah, a few more than that. Jesus. 130, please. There we go. Let's activate all that. Cool. And now we can get mining. How much clay is this? 207 clay a day. Wowie. How much do you guys use? 255 every day. It's not 250 a day, that's 4K a year. Wait. Let's upgrade that. I'm trying to think about it. Now I can get the mining tech all the way up. What does that do to my clay pit? That makes it go from 207 to 390. What does that do to my clay input? A lot. A lot. Everything is suddenly way too much. That's great. What about my stone? Amazing numbers. Probably don't need a stone mine over here anymore. But we're gonna keep it. Can I get a few more points of mining? Yes, I can. Oh, I actually need 260 people in clay mining. Okay. I'm done. And then we'll just put the buildings back down. Max that out. That's good. Probably want to max all this out as well. What else can we get? Love to get this farming tech back. 50 farming employees and 50 of those. Probably get that really easy. Farms. Alright. This is any of the. It's just any farm employees, 50, and then okay, all the techs. That's good. Let's just make. Let's just make a grain farm that spoils the least. Make it 45 by 45. There we go. And then please build me 2 of those. Probably should have placed them over there, where there's less forest. Just the amount of running they do melts all the snow. It's amazing. Okay. Max these iron workers. And then let's get basic farming all the way up. And basic farming, 1 more point. You guys still drifting? Drifting quite a bit. Not enough clay in here though. There should be enough clay coming on the map. At some point. That should be the farming tech. Get on that. Now we got 4,000 grain coming in. 700 cotton too much. Mushrooms, we're finally running a positive. Eggs shot up to 1,000. We're not gonna get fisheries. Forget about that. We have way too much meat. Still good on grain, or on bread, I mean. Alright. Oh, I need to upgrade all these. I have a bunch of extra innovation. What do I want to burn that on? I'm not really sure yet. You know I have enough stone everywhere. I now actually don't have a deficit anymore, right? Let's see. You are bored out of your mind. That's excellent. Okay. Just stay there, just in case. Knock off one crate of that, put one crate of that on. And then we can remove this, just in case. This is kind of what we're crafting outside. We're smelting and we're cutting stone. So plenty of cut stone. Maybe I should build a big cut stone warehouse. Just build a massive import depot. Although I don't have that much money. If I start selling leather, that'll probably change real quick. Am I selling leather anywhere? I'm not, and I'm selling ore in 2 places. Where's the other spot? Alright, this. What else? No leather anywhere. Let's find a good spot to do that. Thinking just right here might be good. Let's get a big bow. Can we put 2? Just like that. Refurbish those. This is just all leather. Copy that over to this one. Grab from these 2. They're selling leather, by the way. If they're over 90% full. And then we are short on asylums. How are we doing for hospitals? Also not great. We need 4 extra hospitals, so let's get 8 extra asylums while we're at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's just getting 1 sneaky extra. There we go. Most of my bread making is pretty idle. I got a lot more eggs, a lot more meat, a bit more mushrooms coming in right now, so I think I can go up to the next food level. I'm down 600 wood though. Man, I don't think that windmill is ever going to be worth it. What I could do over here is like raise this by 1 level. This is a good region, right? Yeah, this is one of the better regions actually. Let's just raise that by 1 level. Get the health I need. And raise that by another level, get the health I need. And 1 more. These humans are growing so fast now with that growth scaling from the other full regions. It's really amazing. I think I want to do that. Get you out of here. Calibrate. How much? I need 4,000 and 11,000 fish in storage. Do I have any of these in storage? Of course not. Maybe meat? No, not even. Town Festival. Well, that was fun. Nope. Guess we're tax mining. Now we can get a bunch. Oh, so many woodcutters. Let's get 2 Cithalon mines and a gem mine as well. Can I move 4 woodcutters over here? Yes, I can. That should be all the wood I need, right? Yes. Let's see, I've got 144 innovation. How much do I need for this? 940 woodcutting employees. So, let's just get 50, and then we'll see how much we can burn. Cutter. Yep, that's good. Is this free? No, it's not free at all. Okay. Are my humans already happy with the 3.9? Yes, my humans are happy from the gems. That's great. My dwarves are, or my Dendorians, sorry. Not happy with that. 160 innovation. Let's get a bunch of woodcutting levels. Let's get an even 15. How much extra wood does that give me? Probably way more. Yeah, way more than I can ever need. Everybody's getting access to all the wood they want. Probably going to be the same for the stone. Then I do think I just want to... How good am I on this carpentry upgrade? 740 employees. Looking at this one though, that one's already pretty good. I go up 50 Dendorians. I can probably go up 350 humans. I think right now is when I overhead. Our city is great. I was expecting this. Admin. Over there. Corner pillars in. Oh. That's close. There we go. Alright, paper's over there. So that's gonna be where we get our stuff from. I want a stupid looking clerk sheriff. Can we be cute with this? Oh, we can be cute with that. That is cute. Look at that. Thank you, Jake. There we go. And then what is more efficient? A shelf? How much does that cost? 1 furniture for 1 efficiency. And this is 3 cloth for 1 efficiency. 1.5 labor on 3 raw. And this is like 2 labor on 4 raw. So I'm probably gonna want to go with the carpets. I think. Let's see how many carpets I need. Probably a lot. Yeah, I'm not getting there. Oh. Okay. Okay, so maybe do a few shelves over here. Just for space efficiency reasons. And variety and maintenance. How much more carpet do we need? 6, 5. Need 5 more carpet. Why is it every time it's 5? Hate that. Let's see, that's 15. So now it's 20. Now we need 8. There and there. I think that's good. Yeah, that looks dope. I think I want Thusa. I want a storeroom for cutstone. I have plans for my city, and I want a lot of storage for that. The Thusa, is that this one? No, it's not. Which one is a Thusa? Did I have a neighbor called a Thusa? A Thusa. That guy. Oh. Euprontix. I need to go kill that guy. Make him a puppet, and then I'll give him the other territory that's over there, and probably that territory too. Get some strong vassals in my back line. Do my vassals still hate me? Wonder. No, they, you know, they really like me. The rivalry is a lot lower now that their economy has stabilized, so I think that's good. They don't have to pay the stuff. Field protection, what? What the hell is field protection? What happened to you, bro? I guess because you got war on your border? Is that really the measurement by failure? Guess it is. Okay, there's probably like a lot of cutstone on the map, right? Like what's over here? Mostly stone, actually. A lot of eggs. Opium. There's been not a lot of cutstone lying around. I was expecting piles and piles of stuff over here, but okay. Alright, put this on cutstone. Nobody needs to work that. Just start filling it up. See, this is the guy that worries me, right? I'm not worried at all, actually. This sucks. What about this guy? Not worried about him either. That guy? He's got 1,000 soldiers, but he's like way off in the distance. This guy just collapsed due to internal strife. He lost like all of his army, now is recovering back to 400. My vassal's just bullying freelance. I guess that's nice. This guy, I made him an apprentice, right? I kind of gave him the territory that he needed to grab, but didn't. This guy is absolutely collapsing. What about this guy right next to you? Apprentice Ray. About 600 army. What about that guy? He's shit. 660. What is this? Red Bridge. Amaria. Yeah, it's not. No, 70 armor. Luktafet. 600. They are not performing. Not great. Almost. Puppet him. Immediately, like a boatload of trade. Heading for running 64 metal and 32 armors. That's hilarious. So this is a human king, right? Yeah, okay. I always install a human king. That's good to know. And then we will give him these territories. Rivalry actually not that high. It's pretty good. Buy that. Offer regions. S3, right? S3, yes. Accept. And we'll put this guy back over here. And then the free land in my backyard turned into, you know, a couple little allies. Is he committing genocide or no? Oh, he's killing the Emivia, yeah. Looks like, or no, that's probably it's normal growth. He do be killing the Dendorians and the Talapi though. I think the Emivia are just drifting down. And he's waiting on Cortonians, Carthini, and Human. Okay, so that's his spread. That's fine. I think I want to get a bunch more cut stone. Can I get a bunch more cut stone? Yes. Environment, that's about at half, that's good. What is this? We ask you now for our freedom. Long have we served your grace, but we wish not to be free. Release them from their bounds. Faction will become your colleague, and the faction will be very grateful. Would you accept? What's that? That's this guy over here, right? Who just grabbed 2 pieces of territory. Apprentice. High rivalry. Low beam. Field protection. What is field protection? Like, what exactly happened here? You just took your own territory, like... I'm gonna put my armies on the borders. Or my one army, I guess, because he's got 200, he's got 200, and he's got... barely 200. What about this guy? He's got 160. I think you need to not wine. Does that ruin the opinion further? Nope. Does seemingly nothing, I guess. Man, that's really cute. Look at them trading. Yay! No, we've formally declared independence. You can't just declare independence, mate. And then he's happy that he got liberated anyway. So he gave me a choice and then just did it anyway. I guess an alliance actually would be kind of based. Let's just pay him a bunch of money. How do I have so much money suddenly? Do you guys have plenty of money? Rania. Wow. A bunch of money. He's got plenty of money. He's good. Just start giving people money, yeah. Nuances of region management. I should maybe make a guide on that. I have to think about how to structure it though. From what point of view are you getting into regions and then not understanding the system? Like there's a lot of menus to go through, but that's how this game works. I think if you know, do the capital thing of looking at menus and fixing up your population, and you go into regions, Nova Brain. Do you have? No, you don't. Okay, so I'll just give you that as well. How are my conscripts doing actually? 600 Andorians, 900 humans. So I could get another army and then like a I could do like a 3 and 2 of those armies. I think that could work. But yeah, like I have a hard time getting into that mind space where you know you go from looking at all these numbers and menus, and you understand this, and then you produce an army, put it on the map, go take a region, and then you have more opaque numbers to look at, which some of them explain you how they work, some of them don't. What is the information that is missing, I'm wondering? I guess this loyalty calculation, it's not explained anywhere how that makes this final number. I guess to make up the distribution of races is pretty opaque. Oh, Derek, you're still here. Yeah, I thought you left. I asked, do you want me to give you like an overview of the basic mechanics? I can load into like a normal save. And you can ask me some specific questions, because like I said, I have a little I have a hard time wrapping my head around like what would be good information or tips for people who are struggling with this. Maybe because I've been playing the game so long that I am blind to its flaws. And there's, of course, a lot of information that I just... I don't change spend your time. Well, I mean, it's fun for me to explain stuff. I like it. But I need to help me a little bit. Like, in your normal game, do you have regions? Are you... do you have trouble exploiting them? Or, like, what is the information you'd like to find out online that you're looking for and can't find? I got a bunch more trash on my throne, cheapest. Yeah, and I think I don't know how to keep them happy over time. Like the smiley face over here on the map. You have trouble with that? Because that just works the same in my mod as in the base game. Every race has like a number over here that represents their loyalty drift. And right now I only got 2 races, so I've got Dundorians and I've got humans. And like sorts of conflicts, itemized list of races. Yeah, there's gonna be conflicts, like religious differences, and I think if you get Emevia, then they hate that there's other people in there. But there are a few things that could cause your loyalty to spiral. The first one are edicts. So using any edict has an impact on every single region on your map. And that will, your pops will hate that. If you're committing genocide on humans over here, and then you try to have them in your empire over there, they're gonna know, like, hey, you're committing genocide. We don't like that. We're unhappy with that. So if I start massacring humans over here, instantly this loyalty drops to 0%. And then if I let the game tick a little, what I'm not gonna do, until the purging is done. Oh, okay, then you're probably doing fine. But all this loyalty gets multiplied by your support modifier. And basically, if you just grab a region, it'll be at 0%, and then it'll slowly tick up over the course of a few seasons. I'm not sure exactly how long. But then at that point, your loyalty is going to be really low. And having your army there, where is the region with my army? Over here. Your army adds like a whole, like look at this, 20 from army presence. And then even if that gets multiplied to like 1%, that's still going to be, 0.20 at a low population could be a lot of loyalty. Because, let's see, 0.20 loyalty, that'll get you to about... it's 1%, so maybe about halfway to the first town hall level before you start noticing that your loyalty is not enough. But if you're going from 0 to that, that'll take a few months, and then maybe you're 20%, so then you'll have like 4 from that army. But then if you send it away, of course, it's all gone. Usually what I like to do is leave my army until I get the support all the way up. And then I'll send my army out so that I know exactly how much loyalty I'm dealing with. Eclipse, very cool. And then I can add buildings on the map. Like all of these have different fulfillment levels for all the different races. I usually like the tavern because, it's good. Sometimes I'll prefer the stages because they're good for Emevia. And sometimes I'll prefer the fight pits because they're good for Tilapia and Garthimi. But right now we're humans and Andorians, so I really like the putting it all the way back. Yeah, otherwise you don't know what you're dealing with, right? And probably modify these taxes to the lowest as well, so that you're not going to start dipping into negative loyalty when this army leaves, and you don't have enough loyalty. We'll explain, yeah. Yeah, and then you get the loyalty you want. Make sure this adds up to positive numbers, and then you hit accept, and then nothing should happen to that, unless your government points. You get a shortage on your gov points, then your workforce goes down. That will negatively multiply on these loyalty buildings. That will dip down your loyalty, and then your loyalty will start going down. So stuff like that. I think maybe if you get an event which collapses your population, if you have low health, if population goes up, your health can get negative, your loyalty can get negative. Like there's a few things. If someone raids your region, then there's a multiplier here for devastation, I think. Is there a multiplier for devastation on this? Can I get this? Get rid of that. Give me that. No, there's just a workforce multiplier here. Where is this? Does this have a devastation? Irrigation lacking input. We get workforce. Oh, I thought workforce had a negative multiplier from devastation. I guess it doesn't. Then what does, actually? Is it just loyalty? Their devastation here. Distance. There are events. The roads are unsafe event. The legs icon doing the battle map. That's March. That just makes them move faster for more exhaustion. But yeah, there's all kinds of like silly little things that can throw this out of balance. Like if you tweak this while you're having an event that gives you like a +1 multiplier or something, and then you leave it alone thinking it's all well and good. Well, actually you have to come back when that event ends and then look at all these values again and make sure they're in balance. And negative loyalty that works a little bit weird. Probably needs a little bit of explaining. So, actually, 0.5 is 1. So this is, or 0.5 is 0. It's something silly like that. So this is like 160%, and this is 0.39, so this is 78%, and then that caps to 100%. This is 78%, so then this is 450 people at 78%, and then 800 people at 100%, and then that averages out into like 84% or whatever. Like loyalty should start dipping here. Let's raise it a little more so I can get a few percentage points down. This is Schaduw Forest, right? Oh, that's where we have the ancient graveyard. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean the whole game is it's all about like balancing more and more spinning plates on longer and thinner sticks as the game progresses, and it's definitely a case of if you mess something up, then the whole house of cards just comes tumbling down, and you have to like start stacking them up again. I don't know if you watched that Hardiest Suffering with Human challenge thing that I did. But like in the last episode, I get like a big riot, everything goes to hell, and like the solution there is just take a step back and then start restacking up the whole house of cards. But that's really boring to me. Okay, so we have 99% now, and if I lower the taxes back down, what you might expect is that, well, these two numbers together are surely less than 0, so they should keep going down, right? And that's actually true, because the Nandorians are... yeah, the 0.4 multiplier on everything is just... that's so unbelievably brutal. And it's in the... it's in the most malicious of places, like... your science from your titles, you get it on health, you get it on happiness, and you get it on loyalty. You get it on the gov points. You get it on maintenance, on spoilage. What else do you get it on? I wouldn't be surprised if you got it on opinion and stuff like that as well, right? I'll probably just check. Is it on hunger? No, it's not on hunger. Or on thirst. That's good. Is it on lawfulness? Oh yeah, it's on law as well. It's also on submission. Loyalty, happiness, sanity. It's not on sanity. Oh, sanity is influenced by enemy kills. That's funny. So if you kill more people... you're more sane, because sanity is bad, because humans have more of it. Refused Andorians. I don't think I've done that. It's probably not going to be in any of these buildings. It's on robustness, it's on spoilage, it's on safety, it's on raid security, it's on deflation, immigration, innovation, emissary points. Law, like I said, gov points. Is it on opinion? It's on opinion as well. It's not on knowledge. It's not on nobilities. It's not on noble promotions. Is it on any of this? No, it can't be on this. Wait, is it on admin? Where is admin? Yeah, there it is on health. It's done resistances? No, it's not on resistances. I think dog. Proximity. Not on proximity. This is the entire sum of all my workforce. That's pretty funny. Region capacity? No. What are all these boosts? I think that's me adding stuff. Growth. Hope targets. Yeah, like I said, the difficulty sliders are on the meanest of places on this game. So basically, if you can play on normal, you have to relearn the game to play it at a higher difficulty. But actually, Despot's not so bad. Just 1+1 everything makes it the game a little more challenging. Like, all the numbers are a little more skewed against you. You don't have quite as much wiggle room as you usually have. But it's good. Still need more Sithalon. Are my people happy though? That was just the eclipse. That's mean. Maybe I should get a barber. Or just upgrade the stage. I think upgrade my stage. I have like 2 stages or something. I have 3 stages. 88% access, is that right? Stage. 88% access. Probably not there. Yeah, over here probably. Let's get rid of this housing block. that should be good. We go all the way up? No, let's just go up one tier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see where we end up. How did I end up with another $22 million? What am I selling? I'm selling metal, selling fish. Well, I'm not really selling fish. I'm selling coal. Selling meat though. For 4K. The Talanashta. My vassal for 7K. And this guy is bringing in the dough. If he just makes money and buys my meat, then go with that. I hope selling my vassals some eggs, and then they'll sell them to this guy for a lot more money. That's good, and then they'll buy the meat from me. Leather. Is this my vassal? That's my colleague across the pond. Yeah, we got plenty. This guy just dead broke. Yeah. We need more mushrooms. $10K, $11K. How much is that? That's 30. I would like to get highways actually. Roads. Highway. Replace. How much does that cost me? 40,000. Cut stone. Well, I've got a quarter of that. Let's get 300. Oh. I think I would just go to 500 Andorians. Can go to 4,000 humans. And boom, more noble promotions. That is really something. Are you a Dendorian? Human governor. Is this the Dendorian? That's the Dendorian. Okay. There we go. And now we have so many more gov points. Can expand. What region do we? I think we want these 1.53K ones. These are just 100 area, 100 moisture zones. Like these are the best ones to dump on. But I also still just have I have a lot of workforce that I still need to spend. I think I'm good. One thing that might be fun is introducing other races back into my society. Like slowly, surely stop the genocide of the Crotonians, stuff like that. Bring in like 50 of them so I can have a noble assigned to that race. Because I did set everything up for everyone to come join in. But yeah, that's a good rank, I think. Sorax. Let's see if there is a Sorax on the map. So we have an Aprontix Ray, Aprontix, Emir, Aprontix, Emir. This is a new spawn, okay. Aprontix, Legati, Aprontix, Aprontix, Legati. Two Legatis on the map. They should be getting scary armies. But I got 1.6, and I think I can field 1,000 more. So I'm really looking for anyone who's capable of pushing out 2.6K troops out onto the map. So Legati, another Legati. Are these two right next to each other? Yes, they are. Frontix, another Legati. 1.7k. Okay, so this one's actually kind of scary right now for the army that we have. Frontix array, Frontix, a Frontix array, a Frontix, a Frontix array. So the highest rank we've seen is Legati, which is quite low. I need to figure out why they're not progressing through these ranks. Let me check the config file that I have. We're looking at Legati Ray. Why is nobody looking at becoming Legati Ray? Oh, that's a really high bump in consumption for them. Even though, if I look at all these prices, I do get the innate sense that they've beaten the economy in a way. I guess they just have a chronic shortage of war beasts and other armors. The more troops they push out onto the map, the more they want to put their militaries on that. Wait, did this guy just completely collapse? What happened? Oh no, it's Legati. Why don't you have growth anywhere? What's going on? Growth 9. What's a little bit growth there? Oh, he's moving it over to these more moist areas. Okay. Getting to these mountains would be great. Getting like a good Sithalon or like a good mushroom farm up. Down here, I guess there's this one, Geenfell. That's nice. Alright, I think Sorax is a good rank to stop at. And then maybe I'll play some more tomorrow. We can see how we can... maybe I'll do a bit of bug fixing before that. See if I can figure out why they won't progress past Legati. Or if it's just like a setup issue. Like this game had run for like 25 years. And maybe they had less trouble starting from a fresh save. And it's just like the conversion that's kind of difficult for them. Like this guy, he is going out there getting my, getting my stuff. How much longer is this guy gonna be my ally actually? Quite a long time, I guess. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Good luck. Have fun.